Hi, I'm Dan, the training guy over here at Loxo, with a quick overview of the enhancements that we've rolled out with Deals 2.0. You know, the look and feel and functionality of the new Deals card design is amazing, and we're sure that you're going to love it. So let's take a look. So when you're logged in on your Loxo account, on the left side, you probably know, but to access Deals, if you haven't before, it's on the left side on the navigation bar right there, that kind of double arrow button. Click on that, it takes you into Deals. Now, if you are new to using the Deals tool, I strongly encourage you to watch my Deals training, either the live webinar that I offer on a weekly basis, sign up and sit in with me and pitch me questions, or watch the video version of that Deals training to get the full story in terms of the strategy for using this tool to track your current recruitment activity as well as your business development activity. Now, for those of you who are currently using Deals, you're going to love some of the enhancements, but basically everything looks the same except when you click on the job title to jump into the deal card itself. So for our example, we're going to use this Java developer job at Apple that is in the qualified opportunity stage of the sales team pipeline. So when I click on Java developer, the job title itself, it opens up the job card. And here's where you're going to see the new design and some of the enhancements that we've rolled out. Now, if you're used to using Deals, then it looks pretty much the same. At the upper left, you'll see the job title and the value of this deal to your organization. You'll see a quick sort of status check. Has this deal been lost or won, or is it in progress, which it is? You'll see who on your team is working this deal. Below that, you'll see where in the deal pipeline is this deal currently. It's at the second stage, qualified opportunity, right? And all this looks the same so far. Now, here's where you see some changes. At the upper left here now, this is where you're going to add notes, where it says add activity. Same exact design that you're used to. You can type as much as you want here. You can also use this drop down to document what kind of documentation. You're documenting something about an email, you're adding a general note, you're putting in some meeting notes, or you're adding some call notes. So you can sort of document what kind of information is being documented here. And at the upper right of this box is where you find the new task add button. So anytime that you want to add a task and assign it to yourself or someone else on your team related to this deal, hit the new task button. And this is something you're very familiar with, I'm sure. You can simply add the task very easily into your task pipeline in this way. That button is now there. Below that on the left side, again, just like you're used to, here is the activity stream. So it keeps track of all the activity that's going on in Loxo related to this particular deal. So in this case, it's gone through the cold lead stage, the qualified opportunity stage, and I've marked it that the deal is in progress. Okay, now on the right side, some other cool stuff. And really, this is the bombshell. Now you can link the deal to the job in question. And I happen to know this is probably the most requested feature request we've ever had. So a lot of folks want to be able to connect up the job from the jobs tab with the deal card, the job for the deal card in Deals. And that's exactly what you've got now. And you can see here that I've connected the Apple Java developer job to this particular card. Now, to demonstrate how you link the job to this deal card, I'm going to unlink it so you can actually see that button. So at the upper right, you have this three dot button. If you click unlink, you can basically unlink it. Like, I guess if you link it to the wrong job, for example, that'll be a good thing to have. But here's the button to link it. So if you just create the deal card and you want to link it immediately to the job, click on link a job, and then you can search for either the company name or the job title. So if I type in Apple, for example, it starts to show me all the Apple jobs, and I'd probably find it that way. But I'm going to type in Java developer. That should be easier to locate the job. Whoops, if I could type it. That helps your typing skills. Okay. So here are all the Java developer jobs, and here is the Apple Java developer job that we've got in our database. We've got several different Java developer jobs, but this is the correct one. All right, click that. In a second, it will display that it's linked up that job successfully with this deal, which is fabulous. Now, below that, another thing we just rolled out is placement documentation here. So you guys remember probably from the 101 training that when you drag and drop candidates through the job pipeline, you drag them into the hired column. That's when a placement box is going to automatically pop open on your screen so you can document the placement details for that role that you just filled, right? As soon as you save the information on that placement card, it will update the information here. So you'll see the name of the candidate candidate who is placed into this role and the value of that placement to your organization. You could theoretically have multiple placements for the same job if it's like an account executive job at Apple and they're hiring 5 account executives kind of thing. So you might have multiple placements. Typically, I think it's going to be one person that'll be displayed here when they finally are placed into this role. As we scroll down, before you were able to add contacts, you still are, but I think this box is much more intuitive than the design we had previously, as good as that was. So use the add point of contact button to add the hiring manager or whoever it is that you're talking to over at Apple about this Java developer gig so that they are connected to this deal card and you have immediately access to all of their contact info. And when you do have their contact info available to, that's where you can use the email, the text, and the phone buttons here to send an email, send a text message, or make an outbound phone call to that hiring manager that you've attached to this deal card. Similarly, you can use the Add Other Contacts button to add additional people from Apple who you're working with on this deal. Maybe there's, a main point of contact and like 2 or 3 other people that you've been chatting with about this role as you're working this role. You can attach all those people to this deal card. Below that, you'll see the company information, Apple, Cupertino. If you're like, oh, this is the wrong Apple, you can hit remove and connect it to the correct company if you have to do that ever. And then down at the bottom, you have custom fields just like before. So if there are things about this deal that you want to be able to document, like the engagement fee or whatever, you have access to all those fields here. You just click the edit button and document that information in there and hit save as you go. So same exact functionality there. And finally, at the bottom, again, you can still attach documents as you're used to. It's just, again, I think a little bit more easy to access or easy to see it, right? So here's the add button to add documents or files that you would like to attach to this deal card. So all the collateral that you're sending over to the hiring manager about candidates and so on, or other documents, maybe resumes and stuff that you're sending over for them to look at, you can have a central location to attach or add all of those documents onto the deal card here. That is Deals 2.0. I think you can see this new enhanced functionality is game changing. I know that's a cliche, but it's real in this case. But reach out to us at support if you have questions as you're using the new functionality that you find in Deals 2.0. Chat with us down here at the lower left using the question mark button. We'd love to get your feedback as well, good, bad, or ugly. Let us know if you love Deals 2.0. If there are things about it that are irking you or irritating you, we want to know that as well. Chat us up. Thank you very much for taking a few minutes out to watch this overview of the brand new Deals 2.0.